Okay, so for 6, 7, and 8, you're trying to solve for the missing angle in the triangle and then to classify the triangle by its sides. Okay, so let me just zoom in a little bit more on this guy. I can zoom in a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. That fits it on there. Okay, the key to remember this, though, is that any triangle, all the angles add up to 180. So right now, 50 plus 53 gives us 103 degrees. So subtract that 103 from 180, that gives us 77 degrees. Okay, so x is 77 on 6. And then all three of those angles are less than 90, so that's acute. Okay. Uh, Number 7, 30 and 120 together is 150. So subtract that from 180. That gives you 30 degrees for x. And then we have one angle here that's obtuse, so it's an obtuse triangle. And the number 8, you've got 60 and 60, which makes 120. So subtract 120 from 160 or 180 to get 60. It's acute as well. Okay. Oh, I didn't catch that second part. It said classify by the sides. Let me do that real quick too. So I just did its angles, acute, obtuse, acute. This one now, sidewise, all the angles are different, so that means all the sides are different. So it's scalene. Okay. Number 7, notice they have the 2 marks here that tell us 2 sides are the same. So that's isosceles. Okay. And then number 8, notice all the sides are the exact same, so that means it is equilateral. Okay. Yeah, I almost forgot that whole part. Okay, here we go. Next problem to take a look at, number 12. This one's always a tricky one for people, especially like when we go back and we do this again in geometry in a couple years for you folks. People just don't jump to it naturally. Here's the deal though. I don't know what the sides are or the angles are, but there's something I can multiply them all by. Like for instance, if I didn't multiply them by anything, it'd be 1 plus 1 plus 16. That would give me 18 degrees, which is not what a triangle is equal to. So this is the proportion or the ratio, meaning that if I multiply them all by x, which is 1x, 1x, 16x, I want to know what 1 times what plus 1 times the same number plus 16 times the same number. How'd that give me 180? Well, 2x plus 16 is 18x. Divide by 18, 10. Which what that means is I need to multiply 1 and 1 and 16 by 10, meaning that it's 10 degrees, because that's 1 times 10. 10 degrees again, because that's 1 times 10. And then 10 times 16, which is 160 degrees. And if you add those up, 10 plus 10 plus 160 is 180. So, there we go. There are angle measures. And this is actually then an obtuse triangle. All right, and then the last example from section 10.3. Again, we're solving for missing angles in this triangle. We're not classifying it. We're just solving for missing angles. I know that all three of those angles add to 180. So x plus 72 plus x minus 2 has to equal 180. 180. Add like terms. X plus x is 2x. 72 and negative 2 is 70. And then 2x plus 70 is 80. So subtract 70. 2x is 110. That ends up being 55. Okay. Which then if I plug that back in, that makes this angle here 55 degrees. And then 55 minus 2 is 53 degrees. And this is an acute triangle. Okay. And there we go. Those are just a few of the examples from section 10.3.